How's it going, my friends? My name is Rachman, and welcome back to OneShot. True ending story. Line, I don't fucking know. I'll come up with a name when I get to uploading these parts. How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these part parts. And this sort there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck, and uh, don't worry, I am making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight, if you say so. What will happen once we go there? We need to bring Proto Proto back first, and then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? I. What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You met Rue. The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of the world like a dream, but then I get so caught up with, and I just kinda forgot. I forgot that everything here is supposed to be not real, and then I remember, and then I just get really sad. You know, this is all for me to go home, but knowing that none of it matters in the first place, I'm a, I'm just trapped here for no reason. Proto also told me to not ask anyone if the in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe it anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job at it of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow distractions. Father, Father is putting everything into this one last run in of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of the square particles anom- anom- The square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built for accommodating the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, I he gave you the disc just in time. So, what happened? What happened to him anyway? What what happened to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know I only know it's bad. Well, you know how that's simulate. You know how for simulation works, right? How everything is code. Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of that time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous interactions with the simulation. It took him forever to develop a the current, goddamn, I cannot read now, the current, much more stable version. You're making that sound like your dad, but the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah, but how? Everything in this world is code. How can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So, what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with. Alright. Did Prototype even tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to too great the messiah of the old world. I was too I was too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Uh, you know of at least that then. Sorry about that. I was doing something with my seat. Really old chair, really uncomfortable. Uh, the the old. Sorry. Okay. I was just once again sorry. you you know of you know of it at least then. All right. Here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, has destroyed destroyed a long time ago. Huh? In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. The vague prophecy about the Messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Bastion of hope. ProfitBot, a prototype, was built to predict the future about the specifics of this Messiah. But as his prediction turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would would not even have been born before our world ended. Disaster and disheartened. Most people abandoned their research and resolved to peaceful lives out of their out of their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saying the world is impossible was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built the most ambitious, ambitious project yet, the world machine, a large, detailed decimal of the world generate, generated from the pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. Sorry for a second, I need to take a sip. It's hard to speak when your throat is getting really dry. After a heavy amount of modifications and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code? I accidentally hit a button. I have no idea. What I do know is there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the material processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phase. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make a experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Uh, Father couldn't, even Father caught on to this issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up floating in the void indefinitely, waiting for a willing operator to install install it onto their own hardware. Retramon. Yeah, the operator, Retramon, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So Retramon was the living person you needed to borrow. No, that would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, but ago shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next few minutes if you are ready. Alright? I understand if you are upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us, and that includes you, Nico. And that that you can't even go back home. I'm sure I upset him gratefully. It's The world means a lot to him, you know. So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these flying machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Ah, well, a world of pre pre-execution before we take off the air to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes to of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air. I'll try. Well, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Nico! Bad news. The boat is gone. What? It's the squares. It looks like they're heading in this direction. That's fast. Callum, right? Yeah. How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. But what about but what about them? I can make a detour later to drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped for to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah! Alright. I will be back here in an hour. So please wait for me until dawn. Then you guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. I got a really bad feeling, but I hope it's false. It'd be hard to breathe. You have a. This thing must have a world's most powerful brake if we can stop on that small of a landing platform. Phew. Made it. Huh? You okay there? Uh, that was the closest thing I've had. That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Reactions for the first timers are always delightful to watch. Huh? Uh, hey Retchmon, that was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric, yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome. And for answering my question back there, too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old work, though. So, I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, This world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you, and Prototype, even if he's broken right now. Hmm. I'm glad you are talking, taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we have met as well, despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to pick up the siblings too. That's true. Supposed to have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attempt to do to attend to that then. Let me head up. Let, let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... Fuck you. Fuck you. No! They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Alula, there. We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted targeted again, so we should split up into to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to change the time again. For room behind it housed a pair of ground access elevator. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright. What about you though? I'm going to I'm going to bring Prototype back. I thought he was just going to kill himself. What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. He wasn't yelling at. Hmm. Uh, hey, Retramon. Let's do our best. Aren't you a little concerned that I haven't really said anything in a while? I'm a little concerned about that. Oh, we're right by the garden. Ooh, shit. Come on. Come on! Work already! Huh? Alright, the elevator guy. Come on. Come on! Now of all times. Excuse me. Whoa. Y you're... you? Oh, jeez. I didn't think I was gonna run into... The elevator is missing a button, right? How did you know? Rashomon and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. Yep, the evacuations are counting on you on this, on me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Ev evac evacuees, you know, from the West apartments. the square stuff retro place yesterday. Oh, right, now everyone's crowded in a cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find a magnet and stuff in the apartment, Stretchamon? The what? Looks like we have to find some other way to fix the button, Retchamon. Never mind! Holy fudge! Looks like Regimon and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. Alright, I feel like I should go to bed. There's a bed down here, right? Yep. A little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Sure. Alright. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, join a friend army. This new experience has been very interesting so far. I'm glad to continue. So I hope to see you on the next part.